YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant playoff basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. We're gonna talk about the Detroit Pistons beating the Orlando Magic 98-83. Both teams scored under 100 points, but the game was still fun to watch if you like defensive games and slow slug fests like a 90s 80 game. Detroit won the first quarter 25-21. They had trouble in the second quarter, and Orlando won that one 25-21. So it was even going into halftime, and then Detroit just locked down Orlando offensively, and they really picked it up a lot and rebounded well, made good plays, made more shots, and got some easy ones in transition too. And it's a lot of miscommunications for Orlando in that third. They lost it 38-16. And then Orlando did win the fourth quarter 21-14. But since they was down by 20 plus, it didn't really matter. They was going to lose the game anyway. And let's talk about Orlando first. Paulo Banchero, 34 minutes, 18 points. He went 7-17 from the field, 0-2 from three. The problem was he missed too many free throws. He finished 4 of 8 from the free throw line. We know he's not the greatest three-point shooter, but you got to take them if they're open. He missed all of them, so I'm not too mad at him at that. And then he went 7-17 from the field. You know he wants to drive on you. You know he wants to pull up on you. You know he's going to try to finish at the basket. Not the greatest night from him. They're going to need him to perform a lot better if they're going to be able to win some games in Orlando against the Detroit team. He did have 6 rebounds, 8 assists. The 8 assists ended up being the most on the team. He has the ball in his hands a lot. They like his matchups in this series. Didn't really work as well as they would like scoring-wise, but he also got caught a couple times and ended up getting 4 turnovers. He did have a steal in the block, 3 personal fouls, and had 1 offensive rebound, was a -15 and plus-minus. I like what he's trying to do. I like how he's trying to keep it simple, but you still got to make shots, and you got to be smarter with the ball if you're going to beat a team like Detroit that's already just hard to score on and athletic and tough and physical. You got to find a way to knock down the shots that you create, especially if you got the separation already or the cushion to pull it up. Franz, he didn't do much in this one. 32 minutes, he had 12 points. He went 4 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3 as well. But he went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 boards, which was game high for him and them as a team. He had 1 assist, 2 turnovers. He did get 4 steals. That was game high for the Magic. He had one personal foul, 2 offensive rebounds, and was a -22 and plus-minus. So I didn't really see what he was trying to do a lot of the times. He didn't really have to take the jumpers. He didn't really have to settle. It just seemed like he was taking what the defense give him, and he just didn't do a good enough job at scoring consistently when he was able to get those type of opportunities. He's big. He's strong. He should be able to get it on anybody on the Pistons, but it just didn't go that way in this game. Wendell Carter got in foul trouble, and he ultimately fouled out and got a technical too. He played 24 minutes, only gave you 3 points. He went 0 of 2 also from 3, just like the other 2 guys. But he went 1 of 2 also from the free throw line and finished 1 of 6 from the field. He couldn't even score near the paint in this one either. He had 5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. You have to be happy he was still active defensively. But like I said, he got called for so many of them foul-wise that you just look at and say, he still was in bad positions. He still had bad court awareness, and it cost him to be out the game a lot. 2 offensive boards out of the 5. Desmond Bane, he was wide open a lot, kept taking the 3. He went 2 of 7 from 3, didn't work out for him. He did drive a couple times, but his only makes from the field was the 3-pointers. He even went 2 of 11 from the field and only had 12 points, but he did go 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He also had 3 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls and finished as a -22 and plus-minus. I didn't have too much a problem with the shots he was taking. A lot of them, they was saying, like, well, we got to leave somebody open. We got to try to find a way to take this away. He was a beneficiary of a lot of extra passes or hockey assists. He just couldn't make the shots or the plays when he got the ball in his hand in this one. And Jalen Suggs, he shot a lot. He went 7 of 18 from the field. That ended up being the most on the team, and he went 3 of 10 from 3. A lot of his shots was wide open, good looks, especially from the 3-point line. He just wasn't making any of them really. And then when he did try to hit the drive as an in-between game, it kind of worked for him. and then he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 6 boards, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 18 in plus minus, and that was the starters. They was inefficient. They wasn't that great defensively in the second half. But also their bench to me didn't really step up that much at all either. Mo Wagner, we call him, 3 minutes for him. He only took one shot and he missed it. He had one rebound, no turnovers, and the person foul was a +3 and plus minus. Jamal Cain had a wide open three. He missed it. He also missed a free throw, but he did make his 2-pointer. So he got 2 points in 8 minutes. He had one rebound, one turnover, and a steal. No personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. Tristan Da Silva, 17 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 2 from three, finished 1 of 3 from the field. He was able to spread the floor, was able to make shots. He kept trying to keep the ball moving when he was out there. If he got the ball in his hand and didn't see something he liked. He did have 3 personal fouls, one turnover and a steal. One offensive rebound, got caught with 2 personal fouls and was a +2 and plus minus. Noah Pinda played 3 minutes. He had one rebound, no turnovers, no personal fouls, was a +3 and plus minus. Gogo Patadze, 21 minutes, 3 points. For him, he went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have the most rebounds off the bench with 5. He also had 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He was physical, even to his detriment, as he finished with 5 personal fouls. But kind of have to do that against Detroit because they're going to be trying to bump and rock you back. So it is what it is. He was a +11 and plus minus. Javon Carter had a wide open three. He missed it. And then he had 1 assist, no turnovers, and a steal. No personal foul, was a +3 and plus minus. Anthony Black played the most minutes off the bench, which was 24. He finished with 5 points, mainly because he went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And then he made a 2-pointer. And then he finished 1 of 6 from the field. And then he missed his only 3. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 3 steals. He had to like the activity that they play with on the perimeter. And they also was trying to make some plays with the blocks that worked for him a lot. Like I said, it was a slugfest in the first half. It just got away from them offensively in the second half. They just couldn't slow down or really stop anything the Pistons was doing. And they got overwhelmed. And it ended up helping them lose the lead and lose the game. No personal fouls for Anthony Black, 0 and plus minus. Jet Howard played 3 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from 3. Those was his only field goals. He had no turnovers, no personal foul. Was a +3 and plus minus. Jace Richardson, 3 minutes. He had 6 points because he went 2 of 2 from 3. He can do that, and he did it tonight, but it didn't really matter much. He also had no turnovers, no personal foul. Was a +3 and plus minus. And then you look at the Detroit Pistons. They took this game really serious, and you just hope they just take the whole series serious as well. Every starter for them scored in double figures. Asor Thompson played 28 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Just cut real well, got to the basket real well, and just was able to finish majority of his shots. He had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. He's a versatile defender. He's going to try to strip you. He's going to try to play in the passing lane. He's going to try to come over and try to get a block if he can. And then he ended up having 3 personal fouls, 3 offensive rebounds out of the 8, and was a +24 and plus minus. Tobias Harris played 33 minutes. He had 16 points. He went 7 of 17 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. You have to just be happy that he took more shots. He's going to be one of those guys that they're going to rely on to score in double figures every game and provide floor spacing to, and a guy that they can throw the ball to and say, get us a mid-range, get us a fadeaway, get a floater or something like he did in this game, because we need somebody to be aggressive if we, have to move the ball or give it to somebody else. And he did get a double-double, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, 4 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +14 and plus minus. You just have to be happy that Tobias Harris is playing defense at a high level and still trying to contribute on the offensive end. Duncan Robinson, 32 minutes. He had 10 points. He went 3 of 9 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had the same looks that he usually takes. He kind of had semi-contested threes, 2 in this one, but he's a 3-point shooter. He ended up making some key ones, and you just hope that he make more in the future in this series. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a +25 and plus minus. So just a good game that he was able to do a lot of the other things too, besides just shoot and score. You have to be happy with his effort and what he was trying to do, even on the defensive end. And then Jalen Duren, 32 minutes. He's still been neutralized a lot in this series, but he did get 11 points. He went 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He did get 9 boards and 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 4 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and was a plus 21 and plus minus. Not playing at an all-star level, but you still got to guard him. You still got to find a way to stay attached to him because he can have a big night. We just haven't seen it yet. But like I said, the Magic do match up well against the Pistons, and that's why the Pistons been having a tough time with them, even in that first half. And then Cade Cunningham, 37 minutes, he had 27 points. I feel like he played a really good game. I just feel like he got ahead of himself a couple times, and that's how he got the 7 turnovers. He did go 11 to 19 from the field, though. He did take some jump shots. He did go 1 of 6 from 3, though, and 4 of 8 from the free throw line. He always been a guy that can get to the basket, get a mid-range, get a 3 to go. But obviously, you just want him to make more free throws if he get to the line this time. A lot in the next couple games this way, or a lot more in the future is what you will want from him. But of course, you want to make a lot more of them. And if he's gonna take the 3, just take the wide open ones like he's been doing. You just hope that he make more of them as well. 1 steal, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 16 and plus minus. Asura Thompson, 28 minutes, he had 11 points. Well, I went over him. I just go to Paul Reed. 1 minute for him. He didn't do anything at all. He finished with no turnovers and a 0 and plus minus. Isaiah Stewart came in and said, a good example of what you need to do off the bench, and that's play hard and play defense and try to get open for easy looks. He did make a 3, and that was the only one that he took. He finished 4 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds. He did get in foul trouble, though, with 5 personal fouls, and he was a -6 and plus minus. You just want him to be an intimidator, a guy that's going to be physical and let them know nothing is going to come easy because he comes off the bench. So, his minutes is going to be limited anyway. Rondo Highland played 7 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. 3 rebounds, no turnover, 2 personal fouls, and he finished as a -3 and plus minus. Javante Green got a nice block and then got a couple more after that. He finished with 3. That was game high for the Pistons. He had 1 steal, 1 turnover, and 5 rebounds. That was tied for the most off the bench with Isaiah Stewart. He also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so he scored 2 points. His only field goal was a 3. He ended up missing that. Karis LeVert, 14 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal foul, was a -7 and plus minus. Kevin Huerter, 6 minutes. He ended up making a wide open 3 and finished 1 of 2 from. Well, he made a tough 3 off the dribble. He finished 1 of 2 from 3 though, because he missed a wide open one. He had 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, no personal foul, was a -4 and plus minus. And then Marcus Sasser, he ended up doing nothing but playing a minute, and that was it. He had no turnovers, no personal fouls. And then Jenkins, 11 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Missed a lot of opportunities. And this one from the mid-range, even from 3, even from the layup area. But you have to look at it and say, at least he was active and looking for a shot and still trying to find his teammates. He did finish with 2 assists and 2 rebounds and a turnover. He also had 1 block, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and finished as a -3 and plus minus. The Pistons, 46% from the field for them. The Magic shot 80 field goals, which was 5 less than the Pistons, who shot 85. But the Magic, they ended up only making 33% of their field goals. That's just brutal. You're going to lose a lot of games that way. And then the Pistons shot 32 three-pointer. They shot 25%. And the Pistons didn't do too much better. 26 threes by them. That's less than the Magic, but they shot 23% anyway. And then the Magic stayed in the game a lot of times because they was getting to the free throw line a lot. But 32 free throws taken by them. 72% is all they made it at. 24 from the free throw line for the Pistons is how much they shot. But they only made 58% of theirs anyway. But they did out-rebound the Magic 57 to 42. 22 assists compared to the 17 of the Magic. 22 turnovers for the Pistons, 17 from the Magic. 9 steals from the Pistons, 16 for the Magic. 11 blocks for the Pistons, 7 for the Magic. 17 offensive rebounds for the Pistons, 13 for the Magic. 40 defensive rebounds for the Pistons, 29 for the Magic. And 23 personal fouls for the Pistons, 25 for the Magic. And the Pistons just outplayed them in that second half. That third quarter, ended up being how the game was decided. Once they put once they stepped it up and really played hard and then started getting some simple things to happen for them and then some shots started to fall for them and then they really picked up their intensity and their determination, they was able to decide this game in one quarter and was able to get this series tied up 1-1. You got to be happy if you're a Pistons fan, and you have to like the way they was able to do it. But at the same time, the Magic was showing you that we can hang with y'all, we can play with y'all, we can bang with y'all, we can match that energy that y'all have too. And they have guys that can get their own. They have guys that can make shots. They have guys that can set guys up too, and they got guys that can score. But the Pistons show we just a good team. We just know how to get the best out of each other. We know what we need to do. We know how to call each other out. We know how to get people performing the way they need to, even if it's the coach doing it for the players or trying to help the players know what they should be doing, right, and getting them in good positions and just making sure they're ready for whatever the Magic throw at them. So I still like the Pistons in this series. I do like how the series is going. But like I said before, I didn't expect this to be an easy one for the Pistons. I didn't expect it to be a sweep. I thought it would be a hard one. I thought it would be a tough one. This game was proof of that again in the first half. And like I said, they going to Orlando now, and now they got to win on the road to get home court advantage back. And I think it's going to be another tough 2 games, but the Pistons got to figure it out like they did all season, how to get it done. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be gorgeous, but it needs to be a win. And I think the Pistons fans going to agree with me, and the Magic fans ain't going to like it. It still got to be a win. This is a slugfest game. This is a slugfest series. They both slow teams that want to bully you, free throw line you, and make some jump shots and some shots from the perimeter from time to time. They both live on getting close to that basket or near it. So fouls are going to be there. Tough shots going to be there. Guys going to be falling. Guys going to be collapsing. Guys going to be diving on the ball. But you still got to figure out how to get it done. And we'll see if Orlando can do it or we'll see if the Pistons can do it. But it's going to be fun watching it either way. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with that OKC coverage. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell to get that when it first come out as well.